Hey, this is Jacqueline Richardson. It's JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I normally don't make a podcast in the afternoon. However, I need to make this podcast because I'm just getting fed up and I'm mentally distressed right now. So when you're mentally distressed, because people keep coming at you, because they into destroying instead of helping, sometimes you got to get it off your mind. And I saw someone that was in worse shape than me mentally today, and I felt bad for her, y'all. I felt bad for her, so I had to cover her mentally, She came in and and then, I wanted to shed a tear for her. I wanted to hug her, but y'all know, of course, the COVID is still out there. So we got to still stay, 6 feet apart from people. But I felt so bad for this girl, She came in and she just wanted to talk to anybody, And she told this man, she said, "Oh, I love your suit. You look good. You look sharp." We at the courthouse because I was picking up court papers because I'm about to sue a couple of people, So because I'm tired of them trying to destroy me and think it's okay. People think it's okay to just do the things that they do and there's no repercussions behind it. And there's always repercussions behind every negative thing you do. This is why I personally try not to do negative, because I don't want no repercussions. That's the purpose of not doing negative, because you don't want negative repercussions. I personally don't like to deal with courthouses. Never been one. That's why I don't commit crimes. That's why I stay away from doing all negative things, so I don't have to go into the courthouse, okay? To me, even though the courthouse can be a good thing, it's also a bad thing, because that means your name is being put on more and more records of things that you was involved in. And see, when you live in life, people always think that just because you run down to the courts, that is a good thing, or you run and getting a lawyer, it's a good thing. People always think that, but sometimes it could be your worst enemy. It's a gift and a curse. And I try to tell people this all the time, but they don't listen. Nobody ever listens. They look at me and tell me like I'm stupid, But there's nothing stupid about me. I use my common sense, and that's all it takes. And these people today, they just, refuse to use common sense and just want to do criminal activities. And really, come on. Learn to control yourself. Learn to control your thinking. Learn to control how you do things, okay? Because it's all going to come back to you. And I had to tell somebody that, they always saying the same thing to me. "Oh, well, that happened a long time ago." It doesn't matter if it happened a long time ago. It's still in record, okay? And as long as it's still in record and it's on record because you put it there, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life, so there's no way out, okay? The way out is to stop creating criminal activities so people won't have to go there with you. That's the way out. Do things fairly, and then people won't have to see you in a courtroom. You won't have to get arrested. You won't have to go through the bull crap that you claim while people are torturing you. It's not that they're torturing you. You're torturing yourself. And then you want to blame everybody else for your mistakes. Okay? But I'm going to tell you about this girl real quick. Okay, I felt so bad for her. Her situation was she was married. She had her child 12 weeks ago. Okay, she was going through postpartum, and you can tell she was shaky, And the prettiest thing, let me tell you something. She looked real pretty. She had her hair done nice. She had on her little Crocs and her little sweatpants. She looked real cute. Got her little babies with her. And her babies are back to back. So when I say back to back, meaning they look like maybe 11, 12 months apart, okay? So she's already stressed out because she had one baby and then now have the other one. Long story short, she's going through some issues with her husband. He fighting her, putting her through issues and stuff like that. So now she's trying to get a divorce. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because I saw her mental stress. When you are able to see a person's mental stress, okay, because a person could walk up to you and be mentally stressed, physically stressed, and you don't know it. But when you can physically see a person is mentally distressed because of their situation, that's a bad ordeal. That means they're about to break, okay? And y'all people out here need to stop messing with people when they're going through things, okay? Y'all need to learn that because people will kind of act in different ways. Okay? And I constantly tell people, I let people build their cases against themselves. That's the way I carry things. Like one of the situations I got, it's been 17 years and I've been building cases every day. So if I had to stand in court, my cases are built from the ground. And the reason being is because people change on you. I don't care how much you do for a person. They change on you. Like they don't even know you no more. Like you don't even exist. But you don't put your heart, time, and love into these people. That's why they say, this is why, these young kids are saying today, because they're watching it. And so this is why I'm talking to y'all. Because these young kids today, their thoughts are different. Okay? And their theory is, if you can't give me loyalty, forget about the love. If you can't give me loyalty for the things that I've been there and loyal to you, you don't deserve to live. And that's the way they're starting to think. And we don't want them kids to start thinking that way. Because love do exist. But these bad people have created it so bad to where people don't even think love exists anymore. Okay? It's all about using people, hurting people, just mistreating people today. This is how they carry it. And it's not only young people, it's old people too. They do it too. But then they want to turn around and call you crazy when they're the ones that's really crazy doing the bad stuff. And then once they get in the courtroom and then the judge say to them, well, you shouldn't have did this. Oh, now you understand what you was doing. But why did we have to take it there? Why did we have to go to a mediator of the government to put my name on government records because you want to be in the court system? That's your thing. That's not my thing. I don't like slandering my family's name every time I walk into a courtroom, a courthouse, and I got to put my signature or my documentation on court records. It follows you, generational. Now, if you into destroying your family and destroying your businesses because this is what you like, then, hey, more power to you. But I don't like to do business that way. Okay? The more you keep your business out of the courthouse, the better you are. But people seem to think it's better that way. But they don't realize that every time you go to that courthouse, it's being documented. And it's going from state to state to state to state. Because once one state see that you've in court, they're going to pull everything. Because they want to see what type of person you are. This is how they see what type of person you are. This is how they determine who you really are. And this is the truth. Okay? We know that you're no good. Because you got court cases over here. You did it over here in this state. Now you're down here over here in this state. And now you keep running. So what we going to do with you is we gonna set you up so good so you ain't going to be able to run no more. When we lock you up this time, we're going to lock you up for good. Because you want to be a runner and keep running from state to state with your criminal mind or your criminal activities. See? Excuse me, I'm eating chips. I'm a little hungry. I ain't get to have no lunch because I have to deal with all of these court situations. Which is stressing me out because, like I said, I don't like going to the courthouse. That's why I don't even do crimes. I try not to anyway. Okay? Because I don't like being in the courthouse. I don't even like dealing with lawyers. Anything that my name has to be on it government-wise, I don't want it. Because it's a bad look. Okay? And then people will never be able to trust you. Because you're always in the courthouse. Who wants to do business with people that's always in the courthouse having to sue people? Or you're being sued. Don't y'all know jobs look at stuff like that too? Communities even look at that. When you're moving, trying to buy a house and you're moving into a community, they have the right to look at all your public records. And if they see that your name is on there for such and such reason, they can deny you of living in their community because of your public records. But people just persist to continue to do these things. Okay? I don't care how much money you got. If your name is in public record and it's all bad, or it's a lot of bad and the bad outweighs the good, you could be a billionaire. People are going to try to destroy you just because. Okay? Every way possible, they're going to try to slander you because what you stand for. Okay? So, it's crazy how people think that drama is the best way of life. It's not. All it does is destroy you long term. Okay? I'm going to use a couple of people that I know. I ain't going to tell y'all their names. I'm going to tell y'all 2 different guys I know. I got one that treated me with so much love and loyalty. Another one that put me through hell. And how can I say it? Did some slandering, did some hard body, hurtful stuff. Okay? It's common sense, people, that the person that did the slanderous stuff, that we get rid of them. It's common sense. Okay? And the good person with the good intentions, okay? The real good intentions, because they never gave you nothing bad to look at, okay? Not nothing serious anyway. You deal with the people with the good intentions, okay? The people that have loyalty to themselves, okay? So that's the key. We know that these people that so-called play good intentions and want to act like they have good intentions when it comes to people or yourself, they in lack of love of their own self, because they don't even care how they will look. They don't care how people can actually physically slander them and hurt them because of what they've done. Sometimes, we got a group of people out here. We got so many organizations, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all, we have organizations that they look for people that just don't want to do good so they can kill them. Okay? They will search you out on the internet or any other way possible because they hate bad people. Because God didn't tell us we couldn't kill. The Bible don't say that we couldn't kill. Okay? And that's what people fail to realize. Just like people was trying to say, oh, you're not a Christian because you want a gun, or you want, yeah, I have the right to protect myself. I have those rights. I have the right to tell a person, look, I'd rather not deal with you in court because I don't want my name on any of the paperwork. Because I have something to live for. I love me. But they'd rather deal with that because they used to being slandered. So that's what they want. They crave that. They crave, and it's a sickness, y'all. It's a sickness. When you got people always, oh, my lawyer. Oh, I'm taking this to court. Oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. It's a sickness. Okay? Now, granted, of course, certain things we have to go through the court system. Like, of course, divorce, child support, suing people, but your name still is the plaintiff in court. Okay? I'm not used to that thing. I'm not used to that. And these people are taking me out of the character. They're slandering my family, my businesses with, I have to take you to court because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to correspond to the things that you're supposed to correspond to the appropriate way. So now I got to involve other people. I got to involve a third party. This is what you've done to me and you. So I no longer want to deal with you. Once I have to take you to court, any relationship or rapport that we have built, it's over. Because now we got bad blood. Because now my name is attached to yours in public view. Okay? So I need people to understand that. So when you take somebody to court, You can't think that when you walk out of that courtroom that you're going to be able to fix a situation. It doesn't work that way because now we got bad blood. Okay? Because now my name is on documentation. Who wants that in their lives, especially when they're trying to build businesses and empires? People don't want that in their lives. But see, this is what people do to try to destroy you. Okay? This is what they'll do. But that's why you got to have the good fight when you decide to do it. So you know you'll win. So when they see the judgment in public eye, because every time you go to court, guess what? It's public information. Okay? So they're going to see the determination from every public information. Every court appearance that you have been to. Okay? And if you won, it's going to say that. However, you don't want to look like the person that every time you turn around, you're suing somebody. People are not going to deal with you. Just like 50 Cent, for him, for instance. I'm using him. He's public anyway, so I can use him. However, he was known for suing people. This is what he did. Every chance he got, he sued people. Okay, but it caught up to him. Got to the point where people didn't even want to deal with him because they figured if they mess up, he gonna sue him. And I get it. Who wants to deal with somebody that they're not sure, if they're gonna turn on them and say, I'm taking you to court. But on the flip side, did they mess with him and he had to put it to an end? Okay? But it hurt him. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Even though it could have been the factor of him needing to protect himself and love himself, it still hurt him. Because people looked at him and said, nah, I don't want to deal with him because he take people to court. And I don't like dealing with business like that. So you see how people just in general can ruin your reputation of who you are. And then they don't even care because their reputation is so bad. They don't even care. They're used to running through the government system. This is what they like. They like to be seen by the government. But the government gets tired too. They get tired too. And then you know where you end up. You end up when they get tired of you. You end up in jail. And then you want to complain about, this is every criminal's theory. They messing with me. No, you did this to yourself. Because you created that long log of BS, nonsense. And it's following you for the rest of your life. So it comes to a point in your life where you have to stop. Get a good rapport for about 10, 15, 20 years. Before you expect people to respect you for who you think you are. Because in reality, you don't deserve any respect. Because this is what you like. You love to be in the public eye. No ifs, ands, or buts. You just want to be in the public eye by destruction. Instead of good way. It's got to be by destruction. And just like I was saying with 50. It could have been these people kept coming at him and he like, look, I'm tired. Enough is enough. Y'all stressing me out. I'm getting sick. I'm about to end this. Or it could be just he knew the procedure. I ain't got to deal with this. I'm taking you out of court. Now me, I'm on both sides. I'm sick of it. I know the procedure. And I'm taking you to court. Enough is enough. But I've built my case. Okay? Before, like I tell people, before I step in a courtroom or courthouse and I'm on the paperwork, that means I've been building my case for a long time. Okay? Because I've seen negative coming. Just because people don't always talk and people don't say much, you can't always think that they stupid. You know what I mean? And this is why I teach y'all every day. So y'all won't be looked at as stupid. And y'all know what to do when you run into people like these people. Okay? When you see people that's trying to destroy you, slander your family, your name, and everything else, you can put it to an end. Okay? And this is why I'm teaching y'all about this. This is what I do. This is why y'all listen to me. Because y'all want to know. And I'm going to give it to y'all. The other thing I want to talk about, y'all know I've been working with Amazon. I was physically working in his warehouse. Y'all know I got my book, That Boxer, on his portal. And my music. You can also play my music from Amazon Alexa. Matter of fact, I'll let y'all hear it. Hey, Alexa, can you play Miss J.J. Diamond's music?
Shuffling songs by Ms. J.J. Diamond on Amazon Music.
Now, as y'all know...
What you gonna do is good music and G-Unit.
Yeah. Now, y'all know...
What you gonna do is good...
Who voice is that? Okay. Anyway. Alexa, pause. Now, y'all know that's my voice. One of my hottest songs right now has been playing for over 3 years. Okay? That same song. I've worked for Amazon. They're actually in my pension portal. Okay? When I pull open my pension portal, they come up right along with PepsiCo. Quite as kept, I'm still in his employee database as an employee. And y'all all know I was about to launch my product on Amazon, okay? I started loading it on the website and everything. They told me it was okay for me to do the FBA, meaning they pack up my stuff and they ship it out because I knew I couldn't charge you guys $17. I didn't want to charge y'all, $15 to have it shipped to, like, say, New York or Washington, because I have people in Washington that want product. I have people in New York that want product, and they can't afford this shipping. Okay, some will pay it and some won't. Okay, I got people in California that want the product, but the shipping was just too high on my website. Now, Amazon is a great tool for shipping because he has you guys paying monthly for stuff that y'all don't even buy. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I said, okay, Amazon is the better way to go to help my people. Okay, in other areas, okay, 10 states away, okay? So this is why I chose to do this with Amazon. A lot of people don't trust the SD site, plus the shipping is high. So I get it, you know? I had to watch what people were saying to me, you know? When am I going to be able to get your product? It's on there. But then they look at the shipping, it's like, oh, I'm not paying more for the shipping than I am for the product. So I get it, guys. You understand what I'm saying? However, getting back to Amazon, let me tell you what he did to me now. I made all the product, packed it up, went back to load one more product, which was the lip gloss, I believe, and a lotion. They deactivates my account again for the 6th, 7th time within a year and a half. I've been going through this for a year and a half, y'all. Okay? And this is why I'm fed up. Okay? And it's not just me. There's other people that's going through it as well. And it's very stressful, mentally and physically, because you take your time all day to sit down to do the work that you're supposed to do to make things happen for your company. And these people deactivate your account and tell you, oh, well, we need this from you. We need that from you. And then, wait a minute. You give it to them, and then they tell you they can't have it. They can't use it. Now, mind you, okay, I'm a little bit different from maybe the regular person out there. So it's easy for you to tell the regular person out there you can't verify them, okay? But a person like myself, you can't tell me that you can't verify me. You're in my pension portal. That's for life, Not only is you in my pension portal, I'm still employee on your records. Okay? Not only that, I have a book in your portal. I have music on your portal. Okay? How is it you can't verify my North Carolina that North Carolina gave me, that I paid $180 for? You can't verify me based on my North Carolina commercial driver's license. How is that? That's the same driver's license that I got the job with, that you took my drug test, that you gave me a paycheck with, but you can't verify me. That's the same ID I use to put my book up. Okay? That's the same ID I gave ASCAP to verify me. That's the same ID I give the government to verify me. So how is it you can't verify me? That doesn't sit with me well, people. Now you're trying to tell me you're playing a game. And not only are you playing a game with me, you're playing it with other people as well. Either you're going to do what you say you're going to do or you're not. That's the way it works in this world. Okay? We don't want to do business with you, is what you say. But you don't put people through a year and a half of work. And then all of a sudden, you can't verify me. That doesn't sit with me, people. To me, it seems like it's a scam. And I'm going to just keep it real with you. But we will get to the bottom of it. Because I will be submitting my court papers. And somebody needs to show up. And if they don't, I'm going to win the case regardless. Okay? When you don't show up, you win. When people don't show up, you win the case regardless. Sometimes they give them a second court date and say, hey, well, let's try to see if they'll come this time. We're going to stop playing these games with these companies and these people. Okay? I know that people think it's okay to destroy, but it's not. It's not. And you can be stopped. Okay? I just, my heart goes out to that girl I saw today. And with her having a newborn baby and, 2 little ones, her mind needs to be right for them kids. You know what I mean? And see, people don't think about that. When they putting abuse on you mentally and physically, they don't think about the daily things that you have to go through and where your mind has to be straight. Okay? And that they are affecting that. Okay? They don't realize that. When they mentally and physically abusing you. And companies can do the same thing. Even though individuals do it, companies can do it as well. And pretty much that's what this guy, Amazon, I can't physically say Jeff Bezos himself has done this because he has employees, but he will know about it. Okay? Because his company has put mental and physical stress on me throughout this process. Okay? So, with that being said, now, type of person I am, and I suggest this for anybody. Once you stepped in a courtroom, because that's the final step, that's the end. Once you stepped in a courtroom and had to get a third party to mediate, it's done. It's over. We no longer deal with that company or that person, that individual. Okay? No way, no how. Because they have created bad blood. Okay? So pretty much they're dead to you. And that's just how you got to carry it. You got to let people know it's not a game. You're not going to just play with my heart. You're not going to play with my money. You're not going to play with my money. Because it's affecting me mentally and physically. And I have a right. This is the thing. This is the thing about America. This is why a lot of people come to America. Because we have a lot of rights. Rights to survive. Whether people like it or not. Y'all don't make the rules. The government do. You can't just do whatever you want to do to people and think you can walk away from it. Where you going to go? It don't work that way. This is why we have to have information, and this is why we have to have ID. This is why we have to have business licenses. This is why we have to have social security numbers. Because where you going to go? You going to leave the country? First, the government got to be able to say you can leave the country. And the other country got to be willing to say that they'll take you. Okay? So these are things that y'all need to think about. When y'all keep creating this nonsense and doing stuff to destroy other people. It can get real ugly. Okay? It can get real ugly. And then you got people out here, they would actually kill because you went to the third party. But then you kill and now you, or they get hurt by something or anything. Now you're the suspect of that as well. So you are messed up all the way around. Like, God forbid if anything happens to me and I'm in a database with a certain amount of people. All of those people become suspects just because they had contacts with me. Do you get where I'm going with this? You can be a suspect of someone just because of having the contact with them. Something could go wrong in their life and you like, okay, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But because you are in the database that they can search up, you are part of their homicide. Do you see why we need to stay out the database and stay out the courthouse? Because you see how far it can destroy your life? But they don't get that. They want to continue to deal with the court system and the lawyers and all of this other stuff. This is not the route we want to go. But y'all make it so difficult, we have no other choice. If the government is building a case against you, every time your name pop in the day, some people are highlighted. We watching this one. He gonna do something soon. Yup, there you go, y'all. Just got an email. Some more information. I mean, I just don't get it. Just like when I went for my conceal class. He made it known to me that once you get your concealed, made it known to the whole class. Once you get your concealed, if you own a car and they run your license plates, the cop is going to know that you have a concealed, that you have a weapon, that you even indulge in weapons just by your license plates. Everything is public. Everything. Okay? So this is what people need to understand. Like, I mean, I just don't get it with, especially these old people. These old people, y'all, y'all is the younger people. They're learning. They see it. I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing because they watching. But you old people are stuck in the old ways. And I can see within the next 10 years, it's going to be nothing but old people in jail. Because y'all still want to commit crimes from back in the day that can't be committed today. Because all it does is build more cases for you. Especially when they're trying to get you. Okay? So, with that being said, we already know where things are going in this world. Because they won't stop. Do you see the reason why they want to put chips in us? Thank all of these criminals for that. Y'all gotta thank every criminal that walked past you that lives based on criminal activity. Now we gotta be subjected to getting a computer chip in our bodies. because of the things that they were doing and getting away with it. So if you're a criminal and you listen to this, you're part of the problem, not the solution. Now, who's crazy? Just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, I just thought that I needed to tell y'all about this process, about people with their nonsense. We're trying to create a peaceful world, y'all. We know everything is not going to be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. Only thing that was ever perfect on this earth was Jesus Christ. We know this. This is why he said to God, I'm willing to die for my people, because nothing will ever be perfect like me. However, we need to be as close as possible, because if we don't, your lives will continue to be in misery. Y'all will continue to live in hell on earth. Now, if that's the way you want to go, that's on you. But there's a lot of us that don't want hell on earth. We want to live in peace on earth. We realize we have the mental to make a choice. We realize that we have enough love within ourselves to make the choice if we want to be good or bad. We realize that if we destroy, it can come back to us. We realize. So now it's time for the bad to go. Okay? And this is why they created jails. See, everything was done for a reason. Because we got the people that realize that they could be good. And we have the people that realize that they just want to be bad. Everything they do is bad. And then you have a group of these people. That's what makes it so bad. You have a group of them that come together and they always conjuring things up. Okay, to be bad. Instead of doing what's right. And then the thing about it is they think they're right. That's how we know that they're sick. It's a mental thing. They think they're right. Until they get their final destruction. Okay? Then they want to play with God, make us think that they believe in God. In actuality, they don't. You know how people befriend you? They do the same thing. So these are the type of people you have to watch out in this world today. Because it doesn't make sense how these companies and these people is just doing whatever, and actually taking good people and destroying them to benefit. It's not good. It affects generations, people. We can't break generational curses if we still have the people in the old generation still creating havoc and destruction. We can't do that. How can we sit in peace and say, okay, we're gonna break generational curses, but they're still doing the same things that we tried to get away from 40, 50 years ago? People, y'all gotta think. Do y'all think we had this COVID in the world for nothing? Y'all just think it was a coincidence? Nothing is a coincidence. Coincidence don't even exist. Everything happens for a reason because God is in control. All of us on this earth had to suffer for 2 years because of the COVID, because of the bad that people have put among us, among the good as well. It's in the Bible. If you read the book of Revelations, it would tell you all about it. So this is the time that people do things right, because God is coming for you. And he's coming faster and faster. I'm seeing things happen like overnight because of the bad things that people are doing. And then they're saying, well, hi, why me? Why me? Think about what you just did yesterday. What did you do wrong yesterday? And it was intended. You meant to do it. See, God knows our soul. See, that's the thing, y'all. We can't run, we can't hide from the universe. We can't. I'm sorry. You can run and hide from people. You can run and hide from the government. You can run and hide from everything on this earth but God. Okay? So when you think you got over,
Make your sausage.
turn it off for me, please.
I'm not out.
Can you turn it off for me, please? See, you was about to your mouth. Told you stop running your mouth.
I was about to say I'm not going out there.
Okay, but I just asked you to go out there.
I have to pee first.
Okay, well, you can do that, and then you can go out there. Thank you. You see, you try to train your kids to be a certain way, and all they be around is people running their mouths so much, so they think it's okay, you know, to just be talking and talking and talking and talking. That's another thing. People need to stop talking so much. Don't talk. Didn't I make a song telling y'all don't talk? Just have fun and live. Don't talk. But people be so miserable. They just running their mouths and just talking and talking and talking. And then they making life harder for themselves. Because they want to run their mouths. Just shut up. It's simple. I put it in one of my other songs. Put the blood of Jesus on your tongue. Sometimes you have to physically say that. Okay? In your mind, your heart, and your spirit. So you won't say the wrong things to destroy yourself. That's a big phrase that I've held on to for the last 20, 30 years, maybe. You know, when I know that I might come out my mouth wrong, I'll be like, God, put the blood of Jesus on my tongue. Because I need whatever to come out my mouth to be in peace. Because I know I can rip a new a-hole with my tongue. I know I could destroy with my tongue. So God, I need you to calm this tongue down. I ask you in your son's, Jesus Christ's name, to calm this tongue down. You see, people just think it's okay to just flow with that tongue. And that tongue will destroy you. Not only destroy the person that you so-called talking to or talking about, it can destroy you as well. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. Okay? You can get your point across without the nonsense. You can get your point across without the lies. You can get your point across without chaos. But people seem to just love it that way. So y'all love pain. I get it. That's your thing. You know, we have some people out here that just like pain. You know, mentally and physically. So they try to conflict it on others. But no, you stay with your organization that like pain. Y'all put pain amongst each other. Because the organization that I like, we love each other and have loyalty for each other. That's the type of organization that I like and I'm with. Not those that create pain for each other. See, I'm God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. That's love. Okay? Now, if you want to be with the bad, that's on you. That's why we have choices. We can't judge you. We can't knock you. But don't try to infiltrate on the good if this wasn't your true intentions. Okay? And I'm going to be coming out with a book maybe by next year. You know, when I get this stuff settled in, y'all. And it's going to be called True Intentions. Because I know a lot of people that try to infiltrate your life with lies and playing on good intentions. And it's not that way. It be lies. Everything is lies. And then they would say to you, they would even say to you, oh, I didn't say that. Oh, no, that didn't go that way. Because they knew that their true intentions from the beginning wasn't no good. And I run through this on a daily basis. So I got to write a book about it because y'all need to hear the stories that I hear. The things that people do, but they portraying as good intentions. See, God had brought that to me. You know? The so-called good intention people. He did that for a reason. So I can warn the others. The newcomers coming up, the babies. Because they don't deserve to have to go through this pain because of what these people have created. They don't deserve it. It's not fair to them. Okay? It's a sin. It's called recruiting to do bad. Recruiting to hurt others. Okay? That's what it's called. You know? You're recruiting to hurt others. It's like, you know, they say about peer pressure, you know, like when kids be like, oh, matter of fact, DMX spoke about this, you know, before he passed away, how when he got on drugs, this older guy recruited him into bad, knowing what the drugs would do to him. Let me tell you something. I had so many people cross my path in Harlem, okay, and I'm proud to say it. I'm proud to say this, okay? They have showed me negative things, okay, to make sure I don't ever use drugs. You hear me? They've showed me, like, look, you see that person use drugs? Look at them. Look at what they're doing. And pointed it out on the corners of the city, standing there like, come here, I got to give you a lesson for today. Look, you see that? You want to know why they like that? I'm going to tell you why they like that. So you need to stay away from that. That's love and good intentions. But then you got these other people that'll tell you don't do something. They do it. But the intentions is really bad. Okay, y'all follow me on that? I don't know if y'all follow me on that. Or they'll pass it on to you and say, hey, well, my life is messed up, so I want to make yours like mine. So we'll have something in common. I don't want to be in common with you because opposites attract. If you're not different from me, okay, what do I have to learn from you? If I can't be in a circle of people that knows something different than what I know, I don't want to be bothered with them. I don't want to be with a person or be around a person that we all know the same thing. Reason being is because then we're going to sit there and just look at each other. There's not going to be any fun. I need to be around people that I can learn from. Something different. That's why they say opposites attract. Okay? You want to be in a circle of people like yourself. But it's got to be something different about that person or that group of people that attracts you so you can learn and elevate. Okay? So this is the things that we miss. You want to be with people pretty much that's better than you. Okay? Not beneath you. People that have done more so they can teach you. And see, there's this saying, you can use me, but don't misuse me. I don't mind teaching you. I don't mind helping you. But when you feel like you're going to misuse me, now we have a problem. Okay? That's where the problem set in, because people start feeling that they can misuse you and mistreat you. It doesn't work that way. Okay? So these are the things that people have to look for. when they're looking for friends and looking for people to deal with. How much of a friend are you really to me? Okay? How loyal, and this is why today the kids had just said, forget about love. I don't want to love because the pain hurts too bad. I just want your loyalty. How are we going to forget about love when God created love? But you could understand why they want to get away from love. Because it hurts so bad. But they know if you're loyal to them, they can depend on you. But if you have no loyalty or love, there's no purpose. There's no purpose. Okay? So this is where, this is why I had to address this. Because even though I'm older and I know a little bit, of some things, don't mean I know everything. I learn something new every single day. And, when I hear these kids talk about this loyalty, and this love and everything, I sit back and I ponder on that thing. And I say, hold on, wait a minute. Why? But I understand why. I don't care if you don't love me. Just be loyal to me. Especially if I've been there for you 100% to the end. Be loyal to me. And if you can't be loyal to me, there's no relationship. There's no reason for you to even be in my presence ever again. Because loyalty overstands everything. Just like with God. The reason why we get up and thank him every day is because of loyalty. You see, these guys, these kids have figured it out to a science. I'm not going to love God. I'm going to be loyal to him. Because then if I'm loyal to him, I know I'm going to follow through. So y'all see how they comprehended it? But it makes sense. It makes sense. Because if I do it with my heart is going to hurt if something doesn't go right. But if I'm loyal, there's a different outcome. So this is where y'all gotta, I know y'all always talk about, these kids, but these kids is on to something. And they're making me see some things. Because of the way y'all have created the destruction of people's lives. How y'all sit down and conjure up the things that y'all do to destroy. I get it. And this is why they be out here killing. Because if you have no loyalty, there's no need for you to even be on earth if you can't have loyalty. If you can't be loyal to something and somebody, and they see that, you're not loyal to nothing. You don't deserve to live, and that's how they feel. And I get it. I just say, y'all guys got to keep praying. You know what I'm saying? That this earth will get better and we get rid of all of these bad people. Life is stressful enough. We deal with illnesses. We deal like myself right now. I'm going through a major illness that's killing me mentally. My legs they go out on me. My back go out on me. And it's hard for me to walk some days. Some days I can't even get out the bed, but I always fight. I'm a fighter. So I get out the bed anyway, even with the pain. I meditate. So when we meditate, I just tell myself, my mind, like the pain is not there, even though it is. I got a lot of family members that died from cancer, so y'all know what stays on my mind on a daily basis. I don't need no extra. I need those with loyalty in my life and love in my life. I don't need that extra. Because you miserable or whatever you going through, you want to put off on me because you don't want to do things right. I don't need that extra. You got to go. And that's just how I feel about it. You know, I got to go get me an MRI. Like right now, my whole leg is going numb on me. My whole, oh gosh, just from sitting here. Okay. If I can't have loyalty and love from a person, then that means that they're using you. Okay. And we don't like being used. You know, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself and I'm speaking for others. You know, we don't like being used and we don't like being what they call it, scientific projects. Okay, we don't like being a part of a scientific project. If you want to figure out how you can misuse a person, you know, and get away with it, you know, people don't like being a part of that. Okay, especially when they're going through things. So they want to get rid of you real fast. Okay, no more love there at all. Okay, because when people, especially when people are ill or going through things, they want people in their corner that's going to really love them and be there for them. Okay, not people that will run at the drop of a dime. Okay, and that's just what it is. People that will be loyal to be by your side to the bitter end. Okay, no matter what goes down. But when you show a person that you're not that type of person, you break that loyalty bond. That means the relationship is over. Okay? And that's the way it works. There is no coming back from that. Just like death. Okay? Because you've broken that bond. Okay? I tell people constantly, don't start stuff that you can't handle in the end. Don't do it. Just because you think a person is stupid or they're going to tolerate whatever the hell you do to them. Because one day they may wake up and really use their third eye and see that, no, this is not right. And I'm not going to deal with this. I'm out. You know, like I said, everything happens for a reason. I didn't even ask her about Christmas. But why do we celebrate Christmas? To honor Jesus Christ. And we do that by gift giving, family, love, and loyalty. But people are destroying that. They're destroying love and loyalty. You can't trust anyone. You know, like people say to me, man, Jack, you don't trust nobody. Because I've seen some things. And I'm always watching. Because true love and true loyalty, it doesn't hurt. It's a good feeling to know that somebody will be there for you through the bitter end. Okay? Even if a person has messed up and they turned a leaf, okay, and they've showed you, I'm the one. I'm going to be loyal for you. I'm here. I just feel sorry for this generation, you know, and some of these older ones because they got it real messed up, and it's going to just. And you know, I'm thankful to be able to be with people like me. You know that everything we do to please, to make the other person smile. You know, like a matter of fact, my Maryland crew, a lot of us, you know, up there, you know, when you hear a person say that they couldn't live in Maryland, you know something is wrong with them. Okay, because the love is awesome there. You know, everybody tries to please. You know, that's what we're there for. We're there to make sure you're happy, I'm happy, we all happy, we happy. Like I said, we're going to have some bad days. We might get sick, or our cars might break down, or, you know, bills ain't right, or, you know. But for the most part, we stand together. You know? It's just crazy, you know, how people really are. You know, they will lie, they will cheat, they will steal, they will do everything possible to literally make you hate them. That's what they're doing. They're building the hatred. But they don't understand that hatred dies. You know how you hear, 50 was big one, and I need you to hate. How much can I possibly hate you? Especially if I don't have nothing to do with you. Okay? So, in actuality, I don't want the hate. I want the love. I want the loyalty. It's like some of my fans, they're loyal. I don't even have to post on Facebook. I don't have to get on my podcast. I don't have to do anything. And they're going to check and they're going to listen to my music. Those are my loyal fans. And then every day I gain more when I do put the work in. But they become loyal. And they say, I got to listen to Miss JJ today. Just hearing her voice makes me feel good. Just reading a line of her book makes me feel good. Gives me inspiration. Makes me want to have more. And that's my goal. That's my goal. Any song I make, any book I write, is to give people inspiration to keep going. And this is why people are loyal to me. For those that don't understand, like, why her? She ain't all that. She ain't rocking all the diamonds. She ain't rocking the fancy cars. Why her? Because my true intentions, guess what, is real. And they can feel that through the energy. That everything I speak and I say and I write is true intentions for them to learn. Okay? That's why. If y'all want to know why, that's why. Because my true intentions are really true intentions. Okay? I had someone say to me recently, they live in my household, they said it to me. But why? Because you pretty? He was confused. No. Has nothing to do with my looks. Because they can feel the true intention energy. They know I'm loyal. And anything I don't know, if they need to know, I'm going to find out. Because my true intentions is to help the people. Okay? And they can feel that. And they know when I'm mad as well. So, with that being said, before you start throwing your character around and building your character, realize some of the things that you've done in the past may follow you. But you can turn a new leaf by changing who you are. And sticking to it, being loyal to yourself. Loving yourself. That's all it takes. Just like, I'm going to use this for instance. Now, Apple just... I was going to put my book on Apple, right? And I told you I was going to put my book on Apple. Okay, I always, when y'all doing stuff, I always let my Facebook know, because some of my fans is on Facebook, some is on Instagram, some is on LinkedIn. I got them everywhere because y'all know I'm into a lot of things. So I'm the businesswoman that's on LinkedIn, and then I'm over here, music artist, to write a book, so I got fans in all different areas. So with that being said, I'll let y'all know when I'm doing stuff. So I did tell y'all I was going to put my book on Apple. However, I'm going to tell you the story. What happened about this? Apple, I was setting up everything, and then Apple sent me down a contract to sign. However, I refused to sign it because one of my biggest supporters is Russia, and Russia was not on that list. So I refused to sign it. They wasn't on that list. How you gonna not have my biggest supporters that paid me my first check in this music industry not on that list? Why can't they get my book? Are you afraid that they're going to take it to the top? What is it? Tell me. That's how I was feeling. Ireland wasn't up there. What do you mean Ireland is not up there? When I drove a whole bus full of people from Ireland, and they pays me from over there. What do you mean I can't have these people reading my book? What do you mean? And I wrote them on it. And I left it there. And now he's making stuff worldwide with a podcast. I have to go in and see about the books. Hopefully he addressed that too. I'm assuming if he addressed one thing, he addressed it all. But where would my loyalty be? Where's the love for myself? Knowing that if this country helped me and did right by me, why would I just shut them out? It's not right. And that's just having loyalty, not only for them, but for myself. Because what's going to be the return? They're going to read my book because they're going to say, this is our girl right here. Yeah, that's her. That's her book. Let's get it. Why would you do that to me? You know what I'm saying? So the love for myself is why I had to tell Apple how I felt about the situation and didn't sign his contract. And hopefully now he sees why. Because now he's going to give them, because right now I'm on Apple Podcasts right now as we speak. I'm on Apple Podcasts right now. And June 15th, all these people everywhere that he hasn't submitted his stuff to will be able to hear me speak. On a daily basis, if I decide to do it on a daily basis. So do y'all get it? You got to have love and loyalty for yourself before you destroy yourself. And running your mouth can actually destroy you more than anything. Not knowing facts and knowledge can really destroy you. That's why it's always best to find out the facts. If you don't know something, I was always told, a dumb person is the person that don't ask. Okay? That's the dumb person. But the person that really want to know, they'll ask. Now, whether they accept what you're telling them, that's a whole nother ball game. That's their issue. But a real person that want to know what they're doing wrong and how they can fix it and fix themselves for the love of themselves is going to do things right. Okay? And that's just the bottom line. And when you have relationships, you got some people, I'm going to use me and my baby daddy, not my daughter's father, my son's father. I'm going to use him for instance. We broke up, okay? We knew that we didn't want to be together anymore. We sat down, we talked about it, okay? He went his way, I went mine. We kept a peaceful relationship for our child, okay? We communicated back and forth. We never once had to put the government involved with our relationship. Okay? I dealt with his family. He dealt with my family. We would come to a medium on certain things. Never any serious problems. Okay? It's not what you do. It's all on how you do it. Okay? When you know that something can't happen anymore, you have to be man enough to face the consequences. Woman enough as well. if it's just not going to work, but you don't cause more problems. Because by causing more problems, can subject you to not even seeing these people anymore. Okay? When y'all could have been in a better relationship as friends. Because you need that person because you're not smart. So why would you cause more destruction when you know you might need them one day? This is where people mess up at. They will go all crazy, bug out, do the wrong thing, say the wrong thing, don't say nothing at all. Okay? Leave you in limbo and then get mad when they don't ever see you again. You created this instead of dealing with it the appropriate way. It's simple. You talk about it. You communicate. It's simple. But people make it hard. They make it hard. But see, people on the godly side, we know how to communicate. We know how to communicate. We know how to come to a conclusion. We know how to sit back and analyze certain situations. But the devil's side, y'all lacking a lot. So why would you want to even be on that side when you lacking so much being over there? That's what y'all need to realize. Y'all still need the godly people. Because y'all not going to move any further. Because you're not smart enough. Because if y'all was, y'all would be on the good side. That's just the way it goes. See, God knew what he was doing when he threw Satan out of heavens. Because he knew he wasn't smart enough. Because if he did, he would have stayed a good angel. Okay? So all he was able to do is by the knowledge that he had, use that. Because he knew that the people wasn't smarter than him. So you got to look at all these factors, people. This stuff has been going on at the beginning of time. But it takes you as an individual to say, no more. I'm not doing my life like this no more. Enough. I'm tired of the chaos. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of wasting time. And that's the other thing. A lot of people waste time to benefit themselves. And they will hurt others in the process. I'm going to write about the good intentions in the good intentions book. I got a story to tell about this last chapter of my life. Okay? I got a major story to tell. And when y'all get the understanding of what I'm trying to say from the book, then y'all know what I'm talking about. Because this last chapter of my life, I've wasted so many years doing something, trying to build a foundation that wasn't even trying to be built. Okay? the intentions was never trying to be built. So when y'all get that story, y'all will understand a little bit more about where I'm going with this true intention thing. People, like I say, will... And the thing about it is I got 3 stories in this chapter. 4 stories in this chapter about good intentions of my life. Okay? And I'm going to put it out there for y'all. I'm going to make it public, totally public. It's one thing for people to assume, or you might tell somebody one thing and then they may tell somebody else. But hearing it from the horse's mouth is always better. It's like I sat on the internet all day. Yesterday, I think. Or no, today. Part of the morning, trying to figure out about the small claims courts and everything. Until I got fed up. I said, you know what? I'm done doing this. I'm going downtown to the horse's mouth. I want to hear from the horse's mouth. What do I need to do to file?
Here's your reminder. Drink water.
Alexa, dismiss. I want to hear from the horse's mouth. And that's all it takes, people, you know, so we can get it right. Okay, because you have so many different companies out here that's falsified, just like people, and you don't want to get all mixed up or paying more money than you can afford to get the information that you need when you can go hear it from the horse's mouth, you know. So I had to get up and go downtown to the courthouse and say, okay, what do I need to do? What is my process? I need to know the process, you know, and they always say trust the process. So I'm going to trust your process because I'm hearing it from the horse's mouth. This is where I need to be. This is where I need to return my paperwork to. Y'all tell me what I need to do and I'm on it. I'll follow the rules. It's simple. You know. Well, I'm going to end this podcast, guys. I've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes too long because I got a lot of stuff to do. But I just had to get that off my mind. Really, mainly about the girl. She really had me messed up because the guy that she was talking to kept looking at me like, this crazy chick. And I had to, like, pretty much, because she's black, you know, light-skinned black woman. But I had to pretty much take up for her because you don't know what she's going through. You know, and then when I said some things, I saw, even within him, because let me tell you something. Sometimes you can say something and read a person through their eyes, okay, or about the way they react. And I had said something. I said, yeah. I said, because some of these relationships would tear you down so mentally to where you can't even function. And he had to put his head down. And I'm saying to myself now, are you the abuser or the abusee? Because you just put your head down. So which one are you? Because you had to think about it. God was trying to show you something. Whatever you might be doing to your wife is wrong because this is how she may end up. Or this is how you may end up because of whatever you're going through. So you got to look at things from both sides, people. It's never a one-sided story. Okay? And I tell people that all the time. And if a person never did anything to me, you're not going to make me hate them because they treated you a certain way, but they didn't treat me that way. Okay? You're not going to make me hate them. Granted, you might change them. But then again, you might not. So, with that being said, you know, it's something to think about. When you're seeing people go through pain, and this woman was going through it, I saw it within her. And I felt so bad. And every time I think about it, I want to shed tears. Because it was like her mind was crying out for help. Like, I just need my mind to stop running. You know, her mind was just running and running and running. And she was just talking. And she was like, I just had a baby. And I don't know. And she was just going. And but let me tell you. And then I was looking at her like, and I was like, God, and I'm like talking to God at the same time, like, help her, God, help her. Because she is a product of what will be in the crazy house within the next 30 days. And her kids took it from her all because of a person trying to destroy. She is the product, what we call, of losing it, having that breakdown. It's hard to control the mind. It's really hard. It's I saw this commercial. I don't know if it was on Facebook, Instagram. I'd be everywhere, so I don't know. That said, it's a full-time job trying to control mental health, and it is, especially when people are trying to destroy your mental health. It's a full-time job. This is why they made it a crime. It is literally a crime. It's just being abused mentally, being scarred mentally. That's why they made it a crime. Because there'd be people that was perfectly fine and they lose themselves because of other people's destruction. Because of what people will conjure up and do to them. Okay? And that's what hurt me, seeing her that way. Because that could be me too. God needed me to see that. Because if I don't take care of my mental health and get these people and these companies out of my life, I could be just like her. So God had a lesson for everybody that was in there. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Y'all think about it when y'all see some of these people and they acting out and you saying, why they acting like that? Or they strange. Something happened to them, which was trauma to their mental. A human being destructed them. Or they could have self-destructed themselves. But for the most part, most of the time, another human being self-destructed on them. Those are the type of people that will kill you. Because they get to the point where they fear nothing. Okay? Those are the type of people that when you got them to that point, you never know where they're going to be at mentally when you're dealing with them. And this is pretty much why we stay away from the mental health. Okay? It's not their fault. It's not their fault. But we try to give them their space because we don't want to have to deal with hurting them or them hurting us. Because they're not in their right mind. Okay? They can't keep themselves in a good mental space anymore. So we try to keep the peace with them and keep them happy, feeling a good aura around them so they won't self-destruct. That's the way that's handled. You don't create more self-destruction on them. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Got to get off of here. I got so much to do. I just wanted to get my mind right thinking about her because, like I said, I don't want to be in that space of where she's at. And I'm not going to allow myself to be. Through God. Okay? I know God got my back. You know, she told me that she had ordered a Bible because I told her, I said, pray, baby, pray. She said, I ordered a Bible and don't you know he yelled at me and hit me because I ordered a Bible? And I said, what? And I'm like, for real? Like, that can't be true. But then again, it can be because people do things. They sick. They sick. And they do stuff and you say, well, how? Why? I'm trying to, okay, maybe he's another religion. And he don't want her to deal with the Holy Bible. But you can't stop somebody from receiving God the way they want to receive God. How are you going to stop somebody from receiving God the way they want to receive him? She might have said in her heart, maybe I'm doing something wrong for me to get this treatment. So I want to read the Bible. And I want to see what God intended because this is what my family introduced me to. Not what you're trying to introduce me to. This is what my people introduced me to. And I want to read this book and I want to understand what I'm doing wrong in this relationship for you to treat me so bad. Especially after I gave birth to your child. Baby was 12 weeks old. That's 3 months. And she said, I said to her, yeah, I gained so much weight throughout the COVID. And the man said he had gained weight throughout the COVID. And we was talking about weight. And she said, look at me. I just had a baby 3 months ago. And she had a flat belly and everything. She said, because I'm always going through stress. Like, I didn't even get a chance to get that extra 5 or 10 pounds in quarantine because I was being abused. You know, so we had to look at her. And like I said, I just wanted to hug her, but I couldn't. You know, when people go through things, I'm a hugger. I'm one to just, I got to hug you and give you my good energy, However, I couldn't do that for her because, like I said, of the COVID. But I was able to talk to her and make her feel like I understand. And I think I talked about that on a podcast recently as well, about understanding what a person is going through. And even if you haven't been through what they're going through, listen, it plays a good part. And you have given your service, meaning you have done what God has asked you to do, because he wouldn't have brought it to you if he wanted it to pass you. Okay? And I kept saying, even though she had left, and I walked down the hall, I said, I'm going to see her again. I kept feeling it. I said, I'm going to see her again. And then I looked, and there she was. And I was like, damn. I said, yeah, God, he's on it. He want me to service this woman this morning, and I am. I can't give her the hug that I want to give her, but I will talk to her and tell her there was nothing wrong with you ordering that Bible, baby. And when you get the chance, order it again. Because you do need to know how to live and how to love. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I love you all. Thank you for the support, the continuously support. And I'm going to keep fighting, y'all. It's been very difficult. The last 17 years of my life has been very, very difficult. Y'all don't even know what I've been through in the last 17 years of my life. The people using me, my mother dying, me losing my job, me leaving a state where the people I knew loved me. I've been through so much, and now here I come to this chapter where I have to be abused, not only by a man, but by a company. I have to end it. And I just want y'all to understand that I'm not the type of person to be up in the courthouses. That's not my thing. And I hope y'all don't judge me for this, because I'm trying to make very big moves with my company. And there's always people destroying. Always. And I say that to say, don't look at me bad when my name pops up on a database. Because this is not what I intended. These people are bad. They're bad. And I have to stop them. I have to. And I need y'all to understand that. They're very bad people, and they're going to continuously mistreat me unless I stop them. Okay? I don't want to be like that girl. God has showed me what I can possibly look like within the next few months or years. Dealing with these people, he showed me. It's like he shows me everything. So I have to fix this, but I don't want to be judged behind. This is why I stay out of the courthouses, because you're judged by every documentation that moves through this government. And my parents, my mom and my grandmom, God bless them so much. They taught me these things. And I'm sorry for those that haven't been taught. But I've been taught that some things we just have to just look over the shoulder and throw away. But some things you just can't. Because if you don't, it won't stop. And I have to end this pain. Okay? I have to end it. And the only way I can end it is through the courthouse. I have to get a third party. So I hope that this doesn't affect any other company that I'm thinking about working with, because of what they're doing to me and what they have been doing to me. And that's all I say. I love you all. And I'll talk to y'all soon.